Okay, we are jumping right into an explainer today that breaks down a wildly frustrating psychological trap. Honestly, it's the exact trap keeping so many incredibly hardworking, successful folks totally stressed out about their finances, even when they're literally earning more money than they ever have in their entire lives. I mean, if you've been grinding away, climbing that ladder, snagging promotions, and watching your salary go up, but your bank account is somehow, well, not reflecting all that sweat equity, yeah, you're going to want to pay super close attention to what we're unpacking today.
So let me ask you a quick question, and I want you to be brutally honest with yourself here. Have you ever gotten a raise, like a real, meaningful bump in pay? You probably felt absolutely on top of the world for what, 2 or 3 weeks? But then maybe 4 months later, you suddenly realize you're just as stressed about money as you were before. You're staring at your account balance going, wait a minute, where is it all going? Didn't I just get a raise? It's a ridiculously relatable feeling, right? And frankly, it's kind of embarrassing to admit out loud, which is exactly why so many of us just carry this financial frustration in total silence. If that scenario sounds painfully familiar, I really need you to hear this next part and let it sink all the way in. You are not bad with money. Seriously, you aren't inherently irresponsible, and you're definitely not broken. What's actually happening is that you've tripped into one of modern finance's absolute most powerful psychological traps. And the crazy part, literally no one, not your boss, not HR, definitely not your bank, warns you that this is coming. Now, before we rip the lid off this invisible trap, dive into the mind-blowing science of why our brains are basically hardwired to fall for it and show you exactly how to break free. Do me a huge favor. Take a quick second to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Seriously, leave a comment below about your own experiences with pay raises, because I absolutely love reading them. Oh, and definitely ring that notification bell so you never miss our weekly money psychology explainers. We cover the whole shebang, from investing basics to the deep, hidden psychology of money, all to help you get smarter with your wealth. All right, let's get into it. The root of this entire mess is a sneaky little concept called lifestyle inflation, or you might have heard it called lifestyle creep. Basically, it's this phenomenon where your spending just automatically rises right alongside your income. It's literally like your paycheck and your spending habits are tied together with this invisible rope. You earn a bit more, so naturally, you upgrade your apartment. You start grabbing takeout a few extra nights a week. You just start buying this slightly nicer version of everyday stuff. The raise hits, and within months, your lifestyle just effortlessly expands to swallow it whole. And honestly, sometimes it swallows even more than the raise itself. You didn't actually get richer. You just became a lot more expensive to maintain. And the stats backing this up are just wild. Surveys consistently show that a massive chunk of people are living paycheck to paycheck. And look, we're not just talking about folks on minimum wage battling the very real, harsh realities of basic inflation. We're talking about households pulling in $80,000, $100,000, even $150,000 a year, and they are reporting that they feel totally stressed. Like they couldn't even cover a surprise $1,000 emergency without reaching for a credit card. How on earth is that mathematically possible? Well, it's all because of that invisible rope of lifestyle inflation. To really grasp how easily this sneaks up on us, we gotta start with a reality check that absolutely nobody mentions when HR calls to congratulate you. Ready? You do not get to keep all of your raise. I know, shocker. Let's say you crush it and negotiate a $5,000 annual raise. Sounds amazing, right? In your head, you're doing the math. Sweet, that's like 416 extra bucks a month. But hold on. After federal taxes, state taxes, maybe some pension or Social Security contributions, that $416 might actually land in your checking account as just $270. That $270 is your actual real-world reality. And hey, I'm not here to complain about taxes. It's just the basic math you absolutely need to confront before your brain starts spending ghost money. So what do most of us actually do with that extra $270? Well, we sure don't track it. Instead of making one big, memorable purchase that actually brings us lasting joy, that money just gets quietly absorbed by dozens of tiny, almost invisible upgrades. You toss the name brand snacks into your cart at the grocery store. You click add on another streaming service. You start saying yes to more dinner invites because, hey, you're making more money now. You upgrade to the premium gym tier. Individually, none of these feel like major financial decisions. They feel tiny and honestly completely earned. But it's not one massive error in judgment sinking you. It's 40 small, silent little lifestyle tweaks that just devour your raise before you even notice it's gone. And the science behind why we do this is absolutely fascinating. Psychologists use this fancy term called hedonic adaptation. Put simply, it means human beings are experts at emotionally adapting to every new normal, literally no matter what it is. Researchers have tracked this over and over, even looking at lottery winners. Think about it. You buy a shiny new car, and for like 2 weeks, every time you grab the steering wheel, you get this huge rush of dopamine. It feels incredible. But then, nothing. It's just your car. The thrill fades, the baseline resets, and that expensive upgrade becomes completely invisible to your everyday happiness. And because that high fades so quickly, we just start hunting for the next upgrade to try and get that feeling back. It is an exhausting and insanely expensive treadmill to be on. Now, as if hedonic adaptation wasn't enough to battle, we've got the ultimate modern fuel pouring on the fire: social comparison. We are hardwired to benchmark our success against the people around us. But nowadays, we are constantly scrolling through a heavily curated highlight reel of everyone else's absolute best moments. This drops us straight into what economists call positional spending. This is when you buy things, not because you need them, not even because they bring you joy, but entirely because of how they make you look to everyone else. When you're spending money just to put on a show for your social media feed, you are literally paying for other people's opinions of you. And let me tell you, that is without a doubt the most expensive subscription you will ever sign up for. Let's actually ground this in the real world, because when you look at the raw numbers, the true cost becomes undeniable. Let's say you score a massive $20,000 raise, huge win. After taxes, that's probably going to net you an extra $13,000 in actual take-home pay. But watch how the lifestyle creep kicks in. You decide you deserve a nicer apartment, so you pay $500 more a month. Boom, that's $6,000 a year. You upgrade the car payment, there goes another $2,400. You eat out a bit more, another $2,400. Toss in some better subscriptions and a nicer vacation for $1,200. Add all that up, and you just casually added $12,000 a year in new, ongoing expenses. Out of a massive $20,000 raise, you actually kept maybe $1,000 in real financial progress. You are sprinting on a treadmill just to stay exactly where you started. But wait, because here's the number that should legitimately change your behavior starting today. What if you had just taken half of that $20,000 raise, so $10,000 a year, and threw it into an investment account averaging an 8% return? Over 20 years, that single decision snowballs into over $490,000, literally $500,000. And the absolute best part, if you do it right, you don't even feel the sacrifice. You're building massive future wealth while still using the other half of your raise to genuinely upgrade your life today. So how do we actually escape this? It's time to introduce what we call the automated escape framework. It's just 3 incredibly simple but powerful steps. Step 1 is the 50% rule. Basically, anytime your income goes up, you commit right then and there to invest at least 50% of the new money before you upgrade a single thing in your life. Step 2, automate it immediately. The literal second that new pay rate goes live, set up an automatic transfer on payday. If you never see the money in your checking account, you will never miss it. Honestly, it's the greatest behavioral finance hack in the world. And step 3, do a quick lifestyle audit every 6 months. Just skim your bank statements and ruthlessly cancel any upgrades that no longer spark joy and have just become your boring new normal. Redirect those dollars straight back into your investments. Let's look at a super practical example to see this framework actually working. Meet Marcus. He's 30, makes $70,000 a year, and just scored a bump to $85,000. So his actual take-home pay goes up by about $900 a month. Now, old Marcus, he lets lifestyle inflation eat the whole pie. He gets a pricier apartment, leases a flashy truck, picks up the tab at dinner, and by December, his net worth has basically flatlined. He's trying, but the system is playing him. But new Marcus, he's smart. He uses the 50% rule. Automatically, $450 goes straight into investments every month. He takes the remaining $450 and uses it to move into a slightly cooler place and grab some nicer dinners. He still gets that awesome feeling of a lifestyle upgrade, but he's protecting his future at the exact same time. So let's fast forward 20 years. Marcus kicked this off at 30. All through his 40s, that compound interest is just quietly snowballing in the background while he's out living his life. By the time he hits 50, because of that one single automatic decision to invest $450 a month, new Marcus is sitting on a portfolio worth over $270,000. And it's just getting faster. It's still compounding. And the kicker? He never felt deprived. Not once. He still enjoyed half of his raise every single month. It is never about painful sacrifice. It's literally just about intention. All right, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a pretty provocative question. Think about it right now. Exactly where did your last raise go? I challenge you to look at your accounts this week. If you can't clearly track where that extra money went, consider this your ultimate sign to set up an automatic transfer before your very next payday. I don't care if it's $50 or $500, just do it. And hey, if this explainer totally shifted how you see your paycheck, please hit that share button. Send this to a friend or a coworker who just landed a promotion. They desperately need to hear this before they run out and sign an expensive new lease. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.